Right, I want to welcome everybody here this evening. I am Lampy28. I have Craftomic here co-casting with me this evening. Craftomic, why don't you say hello to the wonderful crowd? Doing well, man. Doing very well.
No, sir.
Hopefully everything's coming through.
I'll take one of those. It's on the ground. Mono, you know where?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start recording.
Right. So we got Mayhem versus Blackwatch tonight. IVRL season 2 or season 1 week 2 matchup. And definitely interesting with the flare. Absolutely. Nomad on helicopter, Brandon J in Center Hotel, Honda VR on OBJ. Looks like Cash Crazy's got Healy 2-story. And where is our fifth? Ah, there he is. So we have Jay Welch in South Brothel. Excellent aside on the defense here. Cash Crazy taking fire down to the South Twins there, Marsoc Twins from Heli 2-story. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Hondo, you know, preferably you would, like you said, would like to see people inside the building so they don't get picked off and don't get exposed too much there. Your main objective on the objective is to guard it and not die, right? You're supposed to be the last man up, so stay protected, stay inside the building, and listen for comms. Crazy still laying out that fire there, second story helicopter.
I'm here.
James and Mono pushing the north here. Looks like James has made it to 2-story crater building
Helicopter
here.
or helicopter sandbags? Heli sandbags or helicopter?
I do like this push in the north. Those sandbags are not taken very often, and not a lot of people can see them. And you have a great advantage actually picking off Hondo here from that spot. But Hondo does come victorious on there on Mono in the north. And again, you would think Mono would hide inside OBJ building here. You know, keeping eyes on the tablet, making sure nothing's nothing's going down too close to him to where he needs to come out and expose himself. But got Nomad still at helicopter, Cash Crazy 2-story Healy, and still got Jay Welch and 2-story South Brothel. This is where you'll see that push come down to a minute or so left. Joker coming in tight here. Yeah, he sees him. Jay Welch, nice shot. Nice job by Nomad. Very nice job by Blackwatch holding that OBJ down.
I want to welcome everybody here this evening. I am Lampy28. I have Craftomic here co-casting with me this evening. Craftomic, why don't you say hello to the wonderful crowd? Doing well, man. Doing very well.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully everything's coming through.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah. Right. Welcome back into round 2, map 1. Blackwatch up currently 1-0 here on Mayhem. And I do have Craftomic with me on the co-caster spot, but we do have a little audio issue, and I will try to get that figured out here shortly. Sorry if map 1 sounded like I was talking to Craft. He is here with me, but we have to get him in through the stream here shortly. It looks like Skyjoker and James Boak have taken 2-story heli, and Wookie has taken Center Hotel. Looks like Defilade has taken South Brothel, and Mono has taken North Brothel. Excellent defense here on the helicopter objective. Get over to the offensive side. Brandon J is in upper red. Jay Welch is up by spawn still. Cash Crazy trying to make his way to center bungalow. And Hondo and Nomad up in the south by the Marstock Twins and South Hills. Wookie trying to keep that down on Center Hotel there, bottom floor. Cash Crazy just crawling up nice and slow into center bungalow. Shots coming out from Hondo on South Hills, trying to pick off anybody he can see. No luck quite yet. Pre-fire and revive coming out from Jay Welch onto Brandon. Nomad has pushed to upper dumpster through the south. Pretty much uncontested. He's going to have to deal with James in 2-story helicopter there. That is the best chance for Nomad to get a shot and get shot from. Great kill box defense set up here. We also have a really good offensive spread. Nice line coming through all the way from 2-story upper red to center bungalow to upper dumpster all the way to South Hills. Just taking away those portions of the map and moving in nice and slow as the time goes on. But as long as Mayhem sits here and stays tucked in, there's no shots for Blackwatch to get. It's going to be very hard for Blackwatch to take out any of the defense like that. Moving in, get them exposed, throw some smokes is going to be the best chance for these guys. Crazy moving up through the center. Trying to get up to helicopter. Looks like Brandon J is laying down some suppressive fire there. Just try to keep Cash Crazy and also Jay Welch a little bit protected. Crash Casey putting some pre-fire on the hotel windows and on the Healy brothel building there, but nobody in those windows at the moment. You know, Cash, if he moves up here nice and crouched down, he will be able to get all the way up to helicopter uncontested. But the biggest problem is crossing that line after helicopter. As you can hear Crash call out. He has made it to helicopter, but he's got Wookie and James looking both across that so-called finish line here in between helicopter 2-story and also Center Hotel. Nomad has taken residence on the on the bottom floor of hotel, but does get down by Wookie on a C4, protecting himself. Excellent job there by Wookie. Jay Welch pushing 2-story Healy. Got both Sky Joker and James Boak on this building, but Hondo, oh wow, Hondo with the TK. Hondo was at lower dumpster, saw Jay Welch peeking 2-story helicopter outside and does take him down. Is only down, so he's available for a revive if Brandon is able to come around and get that revive. Cash Crazy still at helicopter, does take fire at James Boak, but James gets Hondo right outside center hotel here. Still a 5-up defense for Mayhem. We're down to a 5v2. Brandon J is right next to Jay Welch, should be able to get that revive. Just decides to pass him up and forget about it, but then it gets taken out by Sky Joker. Oh, that revive would have been critical. Cash Crazy really needs to come over here, get Jay Welch up, but is going to have trouble crossing Deflate's line here. And Deflate does take out Cash Crazy. Mayhem going up 1-1 here, taking that round 2 victory. Right. Let's get the scores updated. And we will try to get Kraft back in here for you guys. 1-1. Let's see if we can get Kraft back in. Sorry about that, folks.
So I probably Test 1 2. Hello. Wait, can you mute me real quick? Okay, so real quick, going.
Hello there. I think that's me.
Yeah, I think we've got Kraft back in here now, finally.
Yay!
Yay, we got Kraft. Right.
Done reset. False start.
Well, good deal. That gives us a little more time to get you introduced here to the crowd and to everybody. We appreciate you being here, Kraft. And sorry about the initial technical difficulties there.
Hey, Onward isn't to blame for that one, so I guess we'll take it.
I mean, I actually blame Mono because that's truly, truly the fault here in things.
Well, something had to go wrong. We're casting Mono here.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely Mono's fault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's in the lobby. It just spills over on us. So.
Okay, starting for real this time.
Are we?
Yep. I still have one black. Yeah, you did too, right? Still stuck with one black watch.
-1,
Yeah,
-1,
it says
Cole.
one black watch.
-1 for James North.
James catching Brandon
Tuck
early
down,
off,
tuck down,
denying
-1
that
for James
north push there.
I wasn't sure if that.
But Hondo in the crater might come up and bite him.
Name a fool,
Bite him
name
a
a
little
fool.
later.
Yeah, this is one spicy objective, man. This east stables objective is one tough one to defend because there's no real building right next to objective besides the one that has 3 huge doors and big openings to it. So, you know, usually you put one guy in there, but they decided not to this time. They got one in Marsoc Twins North, and they got Jay Welch on Church. 2 in the very far east, Hondo and Cash Crazy, both trying to guard that East Hills. And like we said earlier, James got that one guy up here on the north side.
Yeah, I think Hondo over here, north side, might be a little bit powerful because they'll think that's clear, and he might be able to slip in a little later. James Bow catching Nomad at the Twins. That opens up the south push.
It does.
With Sky Joker right here.
With great communication from James, letting them guys know that the south, the Marsoc Twins was taken down. Was able to let those guys push in from the north side. So Hondo here in the East Crater. It could be a powerful spot, but yet you're way far out of the action. So, you know, you sit down in that crater and you're not getting great visuals on what's going on. You're relying on your teammates and your tablet, which can be useful, but you can't rely on that 100% because if people die and you're not checking fast enough,
South Marsoc.
you can get caught. You know,
Definitely, especially since Jay Welch is the only line of defense left in front of the OBJ.
correct.
Both of them are behind a hill behind the OBJ. So that's going to take a couple seconds to rotate if he does go down. A decisive push and a quick cap might net 2 points, but as I say that, Hondo's moving back up, going to have some better coverage of OBJ from where he's going.
Yeah, and being far that far off in the east, you almost expose yourself to moving in closer too. So getting that far off right after spawn, one guy may be okay, but putting 2 guys out there, that's tough on the defense because trying to rotate back, you have so much open ground and open sight for the offense to pick you off.
Yeah, definitely, but right now, Hondo's in a good spot. He cuts off the same lines as Jay Welch, more or less. And all of you got left to worry about is Cash with 3 lasers on him.
Correct.
Gotta wonder how that guy's still alive. Oh.
203.
Oh, that was
man,
so close.
so close. Yeah, Cash gets that nice shot onto Wookie. But Def gets that instant refag back onto Cash.
That Mortar M203 play right there would have
Wow.
been great to see, but maybe
That
a
was-
little bit too much to hope for.
That was one Hail Mary type of a play there.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, and it's tough to line up. J Welch goes down. Now Hondo's at a cap risk.
Yes, he
And
is.
Mondo
He's
knows
far in
it.
the east.
Mono knows it. He's running.
Mono is running. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we should have just wounded him.
Takes him out.
Just wound him, he says. Just try to wound him. It's hard enough to kill a guy in this game, but to try to
Hey, man.
purposely wound him?
we saw that 2 days ago. Somebody
know,
getting
yeah.
wounded to let the cap happen.
Yep.
It's
on this
not
map
impossible.
Too. Yeah, on this map too, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not on the same objective though.
Right. Mayhem
It's
going
on
up
a
2-1
helicopter
here
bullet.
on Downfall. Deflate really, Deflate and James really taking the kills out here so far. James with 4 kills, Deflate with 3 kills. A nice spread so far on the Blackwatch sides. Hondo, J Welch, and Cash Crazy all with 2 kills apiece. You know, everybody getting their stride. And Downfall is it's one of those maps where it's just so wide open that anything can really happen. You could have the best defense in the world, but if you got the correct offense pushing the correct angles, you know, your defense can fall apart in a hurry. And you know, you get this East Stables objective, which really throws a wrench into things. There's no perfect defense, and there's no perfect push on offense. So it really throws up a coin flip type of event here on this one.
Yeah, definitely. The East Stables gets a lot of hate because most people find that it doesn't play like Downfall at all. It doesn't feel like the same map. It feels completely different, which is a good thing for some teams and is a horrible thing for others. But I won't have to ramble any longer. We can hear the beautiful sounds of gunshots instead.
Here we go.
Red truck. I'm gonna go for that other building. No joke. Let's not be
yeah,
on the
copy.
same line. I'll go.
Valley spawn, they could try to go for some early picks here. They had the opportunity to do so, although it's not the quickest spawn.
Let's do this.
Yep, Jay Welch and Brandon here heading straight towards that southeast push here. If Brandon can get up on that hillside and start peeking and see where that defense is heading to, that would be ideal for their team. Getting eyes on these players. Nomad and Hondo pushing straight up center in a hurry too.
Yeah, Mondo and Joker
-1.
in the twins right now,
Somebody
and both
confirm
in the
if
same
they see
twin,
anybody.
top and bottom floor. Going to be tough to take.
Alright, I know we got quit now.
Yeah, definitely. This is very powerful here, especially to stack 2 inside here, because even if you get 1, people think that's it, right? We got 1 of them, let's move up. But, you know, having 2 in there is definitely a great strategy on defense.
Brandon moving around with the 12x on that. Surprisingly, he's not going for the longest of angles right now. I think he wants to get up in the twins and support his players that way. But Mono has some other plans for him.
Definitely
Let's
down
see.
here in the north. Nomad has pushed all the way up to north, upper red. Nobody on OBJ but Wookie, and he has currently been backed off with a bunch of pre-fire. So we got Nomad and Cash Crazy holding back Wookie to try to get inside that OBJ building.
Brandon's making his push over on cam 2. And looks like Mono misses
Below
him.
me, below me.
Both gets Hondo.
Sock.
That's going to keep those guys occupied here on the Marsoc Twins north side. Jay Welch coming, try to give him a little bit of backup. But what I'm worried about is James Boak way out in the north. Nomad has spotted him. James was trying to make some kind of flank here for these guys, giving them a little bit of advantage in the north, but Nomad was on him and did get him picked off. And that's really going to open the north side because everything that's left is just deflated. He's down, so he can give callouts for a little bit, but he's been down for a while, so he is going to bleed out here shortly.
Definitely a push right now from Nomad could be devastating because nobody's looking his way. Everybody's looking to the twins right now, including 3 out of 4 members of Blackwatch. because they know they've got 2 players in there, and they do have an accurate kill count, I believe.
Yeah, if these guys can keep these guys busy here in the Marsoc Twins and give chance for Nomad and Cash Crazy to try to push this OBJ.
Brandon just dodging bullets here as he runs around the twin.
Mono
Ends
does
up
get him.
finally getting taken out.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a shit show there.
Hey, you know, they kept them busy, you know, 3 minutes in, and they kept them busy. There's only 1 man on objective right now. If you can take advantage of that, then what you did there on the Marsoc Twins, you know, was worth it.
I think Nomad has some good topography to work with here. He might be able to slip through Joker's position, although he might have to take care of Mono. Welch might just be able to shoot. Oh, Rookie rotates in as I was about to say he was open.
And you can see the lasers on both sides of Nomad here.
Yeah. The good thing is, for Nomad, at the first floor, he won't have to worry about, because of that, I think it's called a chapel there?
Yeah, the church there.
Yeah, everybody's got some weird call-outs for it, but...
Yep, and the church right there.
Oh, smoke's coming out, going to allow him a push.
Excellent smokes here for Nomad. Jay Welch does find
Mono
Mono.
and Joker.
3v1, now it's time to just make that cap happen.
Yeah, Wookie is on OBJ though. He is partially smoked. I think they have his location.
Nomad's gonna try to push it here.
Nomad wants that cap, but I don't think Wookie's going to let that happen too easily.
Oh, he can get in.
Tablet's out. Nomad is capping. It's happening.
Come on,
Wookie's
Wookie,
not going to
rotate
get
out.
there.
Wookie, rotate out.
He's got so much time.
He didn't. Oh, Nomad with the cap. Wow. Excellent job by Nomad. Coming in under all the smoke. You got to know the smoke is giving sound suppression to Wookie, so it's hard to hear footsteps coming in. And at that point, you're 1v whatever. You almost just got to go out and die. It's early in the round. It's only 2-1, right? Just go out and die type of thing. And I'm guilty of that, of not doing it, right? I've been capped on, so it's hard in the headset to think of that and to want to go out and die. But
definitely, we saw it just last round though. I think what was really good there, Blackwatch held back their fire. They did not kill Wookie, even though they had absolutely a ton of chances to do so. They held back their fire, they played the game right, and it ended in a cap. Now Mayhem chose to shoot the remaining player, which gives them 1 point. But at the end of the day, 1 or 2 points, I think 2 is better.
Yes, absolutely. You know, as Lambowski would say, 100%. 100%.
100%.
100%. No, but I mean, Wookie's a very experienced player, and in his headset, you know, he's got his own mindset of what's going on and what's happening around him. The smoke really probably had to throw him off, right? Because the smoke was on the opposite side of where the guy came in to push him on objective, and the smoke not only blinds you visually, but it is also going to deafen your audio. So you're not hearing the footsteps coming in at you. And he was more worried about, you could tell, he was more worried about that smoke side than he was the opposite side. And it happens. To say that it never happens on you, you don't ever get capped on, you're lying.
It happens all the time, man. It's unfortunate, and you just hate yourself when you see it because it's always so easy to stop a cap. You just never have the information to do so.
Yep.
If you knew the guy was capping, he'd never cap on you.
Right. Exactly. 100%.
Oh, Brandon dropping a C4 here accidentally over on Camp 2 right in the middle of the street.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to guess that was an accident because I don't see any.
I would imagine if he's on PC, if he's playing PC VR, the tracking is slightly an issue if you're on Quest 2 PC without all the you know, all the boxes around you with the index and stuff that they have.
Yeah. So Blackwatch actually going for somewhat similar defense, mixing it around just enough to throw off Mayhem here.
One at
J-
the hill.
Will it
Valley.
work?
West,
Jay
White
Welch with
House.
a nice shot from two-story heli. He's in the basement here, two-story helicopter all the way to South Hills by White House. Grabbing mono. Big pickup there.
I think Mono may be revived
Oh
here.
yeah.
The confirming shots are being missed, but there's no cover right now. That smoke doesn't keep whoever wants to res Mono safe. I think
Jay-
James wants to look for the pick. Oh, there goes Mono.
Yeah, I clicked into Jay Welch as he was shooting, but he was actually looking the opposite way, so he was looking north to the northwest there, or northeast. I'm sorry, to Upper Red. That's where he got mono. When I popped
Yeah.
into Jay Welch, he was looking south.
Yeah,
But-
James is looking for Welch right now. If Welch repeats this, he might have some trouble. Oh, Welch sees him first, but misses his shots.
Yep, Welch in Volk Tower here, Nomad in two-story heli, and Hondo on OBJ by helicopter, and we got Brandon J on Center Hotel, and Cash Crazy North Brothel two-story, looking south. Really good defense. Offensive-wise, we got 2 in Upper Dumpster and 2 in Upper Red left. So Blackwatch on a 5v4 currently right now. And up 3-2 here, map 1, downfall. James decided to split off from Upper Red, leaving Defilade there and coming back towards the spawn and trying to get that guy in Volk Tower. Ooh, Volk Tower does
No
spot out
fucking idea,
James.
dude. No idea.
James with the comms, no idea where that guy is shooting from. Isn't quite finding him.
3-minute warning.
Nomad, it does find Sky Joker. We are down to 5v3. Blackwatch up on Mayhem here. Still got Wookiee between the upper and lower dumpster. We have James Boak pushing center bungalows, and Defilade still trying to push around lower red, between lower red and upper red.
Defilade making it to lower red truck here. Push that could pay off if he plays his cards right. If he manages to slip in the front door on that Alamo, he can cap from inside.
Oh yeah, that's a very powerful angle for sure. Wookiee did make it to the lower dumpster. Finds Nomad there on two-story heli. Excellent shot through the window. That's going to open up some things if he makes the correct call out.
He's still basement. I don't think I got him.
Ooh, Wookiee doesn't think he got him, and that's going to hurt their push because they're going to think he's still alive when in fact he did kill them.
Yeah,
But-
definitely. They won't ever see the body or the guy re-peeking, right? They'll never know. And Brandon is still holding that angle, so
Yeah,
that
and for-
could be rough for him. So they might look the wrong way, end up peeking Brandon by accident.
yeah, Jay
Welch finding Defilade with a headshot.
Yeah, that Volk Tower has been quite powerful for him, and it's quite the meta spot, so it is picked out quite often. But this time, Jay Welch has stayed nice and tucked inside that Volk Tower, and you know he hasn't been spotted very well. James couldn't find him earlier, and because James couldn't find him earlier, it resulted in 2 kills up on that side.
See, yeah, James is looking for the dead guy here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the big thing for all you guys out there that are new, just joining us and haven't seen much onward in a competitive stage. Call-outs are such a big thing that you could tell right now that James is so focused on someone that's already dead just because, you know, his teammate wasn't sure. Nice shot by James getting Brandon.
James,
He's going to be
This
capping.
is the cap. Oh, Hondo needs to stop this.
Oh,
and he does.
through the window. Nice shot by Hondo. And that's a tough cap by James because I think now with the new build, there's only one particular corner you can get that cap from. You have to get on that south window inside and actually stick your hand out through the window.
Oh, okay, so it is a little bit nerfed.
Yes.
But will Wookie feed into Hondo the same way? And no, he will
Cash
not.
Crazy,
He's going to go
gonna see him, he's
outside.
gonna oh man, nice shot by Hondo and Cash Crazy, both watching that.
I got him, but whatever.
Pushes
not much
Blackwatch
Wookie could
to
do, right?
4-2 lead.
Yeah, 6 seconds left or so. You know, Wookie had to make a move, right? So there's not much you can do. That much time left. Had to jump in there.
Mayhem have been taking a lot of time preparing their pushes, looking for picks, and just overall doing all that. Maybe if they allotted 30 more seconds, that's not much, but it would just be enough for them to be able to move in and finish the plays properly. If Wookie wouldn't have been as rushed, he might have had time to check a couple more angles. A couple things like that might have changed the outcome of the game a little bit there.
Yeah, exactly. 10-15 more seconds with Wookie, and he could have, when he coming around that building there on the southwest side, he had South Brothel really to deal with there. That's the one that really put the fire on. If he could have ducked down behind that rock wall, got behind that truck, he had a chance. But running out of time, taking a little bit too long to get up there on OBJ. And that's the result. We got Blackwatch up 4-2 here on Mayhem, map 1, Downfall.
So this is an objective. I'm curious to see how Mayhem is going to defend this, because we saw more or less the same objective already. So if they decide to move around and change up their defense, they might have a slightly weaker defense because they won't be as used to playing that one, moving off of their usual spots. If they decide to keep the same defense, then the other team's going to know where they are. They're going to respect their spots.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious as to how this is going to play out and how Mayhem's going to set up. Might dictate how this round goes.
Yeah, and as the great caster Lambowski would say, 100%. I do. No, but with the OBJ having similar spots here, right where it's at, like you were saying, it causes the same defense to come out because you don't have to adjust anything. The OBJ really just moved like, what, 20 yards? So it's the same buildings and it's the same defense. And it looks like Mayhem has taken up somewhat of a similar defense, except for James. James is throwing a little wrench into things. He is pushing up to lower red. And
yeah, Defilade is the other player that moved here. Very powerful spot, very tough to deal with, because this entire room is dark, so you don't see Evoke very well in there.
Yeah, that North Brothel dark room is a very good spot too. He was in South Brothel, I believe, last time around, wasn't he? Or someone was in South Brothel.
Yeah, something like that. But if you turn off the outlines and you look into Defilade's spot, he is extremely difficult to see.
Yeah, so what we're trying to look at here is people that don't play this game very often. This is what the players see. They don't see lasers, they don't see outlines, and trying to get a view inside of that room is extremely hard. Even I'm right in front of it and I can't find him. Imagine being on the other side of the map trying to find his head and his gun. That's how the game is played. This is one of the most realistic milsim games out there. Other games of this sort have, arrows where the enemy is. It has outlines of where the enemy is. This is purely map knowledge, game knowledge, and audio. Cash Crazy pushing here up to center bungalow. James Boke still in lower red. Sky Joker and two-story Healy. Defilade is in North Brothel. Mono on OBJ. Wookie in hotel there.
Cash shooting onto Wookie, I believe. May have been called out there.
Yeah, Cash is in a very dangerous spot here. If Joker decides to peek this dark room, he is going to find Cash.
Joker's... I don't think Joker would have to go out of his building to do that, though.
Oh, is he in the other side? I'm on the...
Yeah, he's
okay.
not in the annex. He's in the basement.
I gotcha. Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the building to see. I can only see his lettering.
But James Boke is the one who would cause trouble there. on this outside. Really nice spot, really tough to deal with, and can swing out and cover most of the map.
3 of the offense and upper dumpster here. It's going to be a nice play if they can work together. It's a very powerful angle here to take this OBJ is coming from the south here. If you can work together, pick off one building at a time.
See, smoke goes out. I believe they're trying to make the crossover to lower dumpster.
And that
But
would be
might not be
Joker.
enough. You see that laser.
Yeah.
Shots go out onto Brandon. Maybe only wounding there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Hondo did stop. Hondo knew that something was going on, did stop.
Second
Okay.
smoke, but that is a little bit too far. I don't think that's going to block my knee sight lines.
But I think they got a good idea of where that player is. So now they're going to take their time and try to find that angle. Hondo is definitely looking. Jay Welch is also firing, pre-firing through the door windows. Now, if Jay Welch could talk to Hondo and say, hey, I'm going to pre-fire these windows, you cross. That would be the ideal play.
Coming up on 2 minutes.
Hondo here is paused at that wall where he could have crossed by now. Because of
Yeah,
Jay
he's-
Welch's pre-fire.
He's really worried about Sky Joker here, and for good reason. The Sky Joker's dropped back into really a defensive position. He's expecting Nomad. Nomad's push ringing it right now. He probably hears him too. That goes both ways.
Nice smokes by the offense here.
Or West Red.
Jay Welch out in the open. Looking for that 2-story Healy basement window.
Nomad starting to push around Sky Joker's building over here on Cam 2. And looks like he will wait for his team to push up further before he does that.
Wookie does find Welch, but then Hondo does get the revive. Sky Joker throwing out a molly. Cash Crazy yelling out that he sees the fire. Wookie has surrounded here. He's got Hondo above him and Jay Welch on the outside.
Nomad sees Joker. And Joker goes down as he takes Cash.
Welch is trying to push.
Nomad in the building.
Welch is trying to push OBJ. Wookie peeks this window. He's going to find Welch. He does find Welch. Nice job by Wookie.
It's a 3v1 now, 1.5. But
Nomad finds 2. They're lined up. Wow, excellent shot by Nomad.
oh, Wookie misses the shots. This is Cap.
It's Cap.
Cap all day long. Nomad sitting on the objective. This is it.
Nice
And the
job.
quick cap from Nomad.
Wow. Holy cow.
2 caps there from Blackwatch right off the bat.
Wow.
In order to net
2
them
caps
a
on-
6-2 win.
2 caps on downfall. I tried to hit the replay so many times there because there was so much going on, didn't even pick it up.
And is it just me or those were 2 caps on Wookie? Poor guy.
Oh man, don't bring it up on cast. I'm trying to play.
shit happens,
See, I
man.
missed the replay because I hit it too many times.
No.
Oh man, yeah. There was so much going on. I hit it too many times, but excellent cap there.
Oh.
Very nice job. Blackwatch going up 6-2, map 1. Wow. All right. Yeah, lots to talk about. They already left the lobby, didn't get the scores there because there was so much going on. But we're going to kick you guys into an intermission until we get to map 2. It's going to be rehosted, and we shall be back here very shortly. Hope you all are having a good time this evening. This is IVRL Season 1, Week 2, Mayhem vs. Blackwatch, Lambie 28, Craftomic, coming at you. We'll see you map 2. right, welcome back to the action. We are IVRL Season 1, Week 2, Mayhem vs. Blackwatch. We have moved to Map 2. As you can tell, we are at Bazaar. And it looks like that we have a full lobby. Just waiting for everybody to get in here.
Yeah, Bazaar's an interesting map for this. Blackwatch, I know for a fact, have some really good spots. And I know Mayhem aren't slackers in that domain either. James Boak's fabled nades are going to come in handy here, I think, for Mayhem. But we never know how it's going to end up before the round actually plays out.
No, we haven't seen very many Boak nades here.
Yeah, it's tough to get him done on Downfall.
Downfall is a tough one. We shall see some high utility usage here on this one for sure.
Yeah, definitely Downfall, not a map that uses utility that much, but when you move to Bazaar, that's the complete opposite. Util is the name of the game.
I like the new
Gets you across the map, gets you kills, gets you anything you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The old me is dead.
Oh, interesting
and gone.
push right off the bat.
Actually
Blackwatch going for mid control, and Nomad moving in quick.
That nice window shot. Excellent window shot by Jay Welch here. Didn't get anybody, but all that, that slows things down. So just because you pre-fire and you miss, it also puts some fear into the eyes of the enemy there, and it kind of slows them down on their push.
Definitely Cash looking for Wookie, I believe, or maybe it was just pre-firing there.
Yep, Wookie does have a C4 there in his building. We got Mono and Sky Joker here guarding the east side. Wookie and James Boak near OBJ, and Deflate guarding that north road. And north road's going to be a huge defensive hold there, because somebody's always coming down that north road sooner or later.
I think that's the C4 that just went off. Didn't catch anyone, and now that's gone. Let's see.
Two in Kia. We got Noto and Nomad here at the Kia. Cash Crazy is pushing the southeast side. Hondo and Jay Welch still in center Bazaar. Nice smokes out by the offense. One on the stairs.
Oh, Noto almost getting fragged by Boak. And peeking Defilade right now.
Oh.
Shots come out from Defilade. Noto not really having any cover there. Those walls being wall bangable is not going to do him much good.
Does throw a flash out on that north road. Not going to hit anybody from that angle. Jay Welch close to OBJ.
Jay Welch getting dangerous, but will he wait for his team and push in together as a unit, or will he go solo? That's always the question. Joker and Cash trading, both for kills. It's going to be troublesome for both teams, as their kill count is going to be incorrect. And they'll be worrying about one more enemy than they have to.
Jay Welch should find Mono here. Just tucked behind that planer box. Jay Welch has sights on it. He knew Mono was there. Watched him peek his head. Got him. Excellent shot by Jay Welch there.
Headshot and rotate right there. That's perfect.
Took his time. Waited for Mono to peek. Got him right in the head.
Noto making a lot of noise here, and Wookie knows. Wookie's waiting for him.
Noto has the patience to not come in front of that window, though, so far.
Nomad taking out Defilade. Some well-placed shots. Noto takes James Boak. And let's see what Wookie's got to say here.
Wookie last man up once again. It's coming out in the open. Gonna get shot. Gets shot down.
Gets himself killed, but giving one is always better than giving two right there. Especially against a four-man offense still up.
And that's the thing,
you gotta give one.
Yeah, in game early on, Mayhem is very good at communicating kills. If they only notice that one kill was down and Wookie's sitting there last man up, and he's like, man, I've only heard one kill go down. I just need to run out in the open.
They didn't even know about that one kill because that was a trade.
Exactly.
But as far as Wookie knew, that was a 5v1. That's the best info he had.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh no! Don't you dare start that too.
It's not my place, but it's like I have to, you know. I'm sorry, Lambo. We're Lambros.
I reached my quota for that yesterday already.
Drink one on Lambo. 100%. Now, good times here. I hope everybody's having a good time this evening. I am Lamby28. I got Craftomic with me, co-casting. And I apologize for the early inconveniences early on in round one there, map one. Didn't have the audio set correctly. That was all my fault. Nothing with Craftomic. But we're glad he's here. Got somebody to talk to in between rounds. Help give give some play-by-plays.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely glad to be here. Nothing like some good onward action on a Thursday night.
Yes. Especially this matchup, Mayhem and Blackwatch. I mean, Blackwatch is really coming out these days.
So yeah, it's gonna be one of those.
And really showing their worth here.
Yeah, Blackwatch have been grinding the off season and are reaping the rewards right now.
Got the mighty Mayhem, master level team, always been on the top of the leaderboard in the past few seasons. Some of the players have taken breaks, have taken some time off, have ventured out and done some other things, but still very, very competitive.
No cross on tank.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see how Mayhem's going to do this season, because some people think that Mayhem have softened up. Other people think that they're shaking off the rust. I don't know, honestly. I haven't seen enough play from them to say what we're looking at here. I think they could still be a top threat, definitely, because so much of Onward is game sense. They might just need a little bit of a refresher. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
and
definitely, they're not up against any slackers today, so.
No, not at all. Mayhem has a ton of extreme talent, and you got a lot of guys that have real life stuff going on, so they don't get to play daily at 3-4 times a week like a lot of other teams are, and that can hinder your gameplay a little bit. That can slow your your reaction times down and your game sense down just a hair. The talent is there. I think it's just the time and the investment that has lacked, this season compared to other seasons.
Yeah, definitely. Well, when you're looking at teams that can put in twice the amount of time as more veteran teams that have more stuff to deal with, and that's normal, twice the time is going to net you twice the results. That's just how it is.
Yep. Mono here, he works for DPI, the creator of Onward now. James Book has his own business and a full-time job and runs this league. There's a lot going on with these in real life guys, and
No, don't peek unless you smoke.
so they just don't have the time like some of the other teams have to continue practicing and putting in, the day-to-day grind.
Yeah, Welch only down here. I think Mono's going to try go for the res on that. Maybe he'll just take the juicy callouts. Oh, perfect. Confirming nade there. I don't think that's what it was intended for, but we'll take it.
I'm gonna take that kill away from you, James. A confirm's a confirm.
Nomad taking out Deflate. I didn't notice this before, but Blackwatch have two people in this easternmost area. Northeast corner has two players in it.
Yep.
That's not something you see often. Even one is rare.
But I feel like that's the meta these days. That's the new push. That not coming through Center Bazaar or Kia, but coming from this East Courtyard. I feel
definitely.
Like that's a good defense.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful. Just not something you usually see.
James getting another. He is on objective. He can hide. Oh, he dropped his tablet. If he can hide just right.
Nomad sees it, but will he be there in time? Oh no!
Nice job,
James
Boak. James Boak with the cap.
Wow. We might have to change the name of Mono Caps to James Caps, though.
Oh man, but he dropped his tablet. We'll have to give him a little bit of break on that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did drop his tablet and picked it back up and was still able to get that cap for 2 points. Mayhem going up 2-1.
He was tired of getting capped on. Wanted to show Blackwatch how it felt.
Yeah, he got a nade confirm, a nade down, I believe, and then capped. So
Yeah.
overall, pretty good round there for James Boak.
Definitely. You know, sometimes you pull off these incredible rounds, and it's just so great to see, and it's such a great feeling in game 2 when you pull off those rounds. Like, I can guarantee you, James is so happy in that 10th right now.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
a great round for him. And let's see, I think he can get a couple more of those if he works the right way.
Oh yeah, James pumping him up right now. James being the captain and IGL for the most part. I played with James in scrims. He scrimmed with us on tempo to fill in. I played with him in pubs, comp lobbies. I mean, not to butter the biscuit as you would say, but he is one of the most game sense person I have ever played with in this game. I mean, there's no one that I have played with that knows more of the map and every map and angle and game sense than James Boak. His shots he might not be the most perfect quick peeker or snapshotter, but obviously we know his utility is good. But his IGL skills and game sense is top notch.
Yeah, definitely. I said it, I think, last night. In Onward, whether or not you get the kill is decided before a single shot is fired. Whether or not you get the kill depends on your location. It depends on what type of peak you want to make. It depends on so many things, but your aim is generally not one of them.
Correct. Yeah. The best part of the best thing you can do is find the advantage. That's not a head-to-head gunfight, right? So
Yeah.
knowing
Especially
the
with
map
this-
or knowing the angle to take.
With the state of Onward at the moment too, you're seeing way too many trays to be able to just take head-on gunfights. That's why we don't hear much talk about, oh, this player is an incredible shooter, because it doesn't really matter. You're going to trade anyways if you're just an incredible shooter.
Right.
You need somebody like James Boak with a brain the size of 2 watermelons to really be a great player.
-1 win.
Wookie, interesting push
Yeah, it
here,
was.
really
It
far
was.
out. But Nomad going to send him back to the 10th there, as well as with such Sky Joker to keep him company. Let's see,
Cash
James
Crazy
definitely.
he's just taking that 200-round mag and just blasting
somewhere
it
in
into
market.
Bazaar there.
Yeah, Mono making his way back. He feels the objective is threatened now. They really don't have that. They have what? They have James directly on it and Deflade off to the side. Okay, this still a pretty solid defense, and Mono holding the backside.
And Kiat, this objective is one of the hardest ones to defend. It really is. There's so many places to cap from. You got the room on objective, the 2 side rooms on the side of objective, and the upstairs 3 rooms to guard.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely recognized as the cap objective. There's no other objective in this game that is as capable as this one.
100%.
Even at the highest tier, where you usually see teams being able to counter these cap strats, there's nothing you can do against Kiat objective.
We got Nomad here in the north. He has completely gone around the defense, around Mono, doesn't even know he's here.
Oh, Mono going for the flank, but that might be what kills them. If
Definitely.
Nomad slips in for that cap, nobody's there to stop him right now. Backside is completely exposed. J-Welt's taken out Defilade. Now the objective is basically exposed. James calls for Mono to run back.
Yep, James calls
As
for a
he
crash on
himself runs
objective
in.
because he knows there was nobody else left. So now it's time to run around the building and make sure nobody's in any of the corners.
Yeah, Mono taking shots on Nomad.
Mono gets Nomad. Nice job, Mono. And James. Wow. There it is.
3-1 lead for Mayhem now. They can cement this with a cap if they were able to.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think right there it was just Blackwatch not believing that objective was open and not thinking they could push.
Yeah,
Because they
definitely.
had the advantage. They had the north side advantage. If Nomad knew more about, how many were dead and where they were at, I believe they could have pushed on that.
Yeah, Mayhem is not a team that slacks when it comes to game sense. As you said earlier, they're really good players. They have the sense to make sure that objective is covered. Like we did see the mistakes today sometimes, but we see some we see enough good plays that Blackwatch is really worried that if they rush in for a cap and they don't have all the information, they're going to just get gunned down.
Yeah, and even the caps on Mayhem, it's not like the players were 100 yards away. It was the guy was right next to objective, just looking at the wrong angle. So, you know, their defensive knowledge and their game sense was there. It's just one guy can't cover every single angle.
Yeah, the key to the caps we saw out of Blackwatch, which made them really comfortable to go for it, they always had the entire information of the game.
Yep.
They knew there was one guy up and they knew where that guy was.
Yeah, I'll do
They
it.
could control the entire outcome of the game at that moment, and they went for the 2 points instead of the 1. That's what they did in their caps, but they weren't able to do that. They couldn't identify where all the players were, and even how many were up. I think would have been complicated for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see, Wookie and Joker making their way in, but I think Cash, with a very interesting sightline, might cut him off at this cross.
Like the window or the balcony. Yeah, blue courtyard window or the balcony. They'll probably be in blue 3.
So it looks like defensive-wise, Cash Crazy is right here in the west courtyard. Looks like Nomad is in the north of Kiat. Got Jay Welch and Noto guarding the east courtyard, and Hondo is up in the northwest guarding that corner.
Looks like they're expecting Cash in the window where he is, but they can't quite find the shot onto him right now. Yeah, they know he's there. Oh.
You can look at Deflate here, what we call like split street. And he's just, you know, just keeping an eye on things and just blending into the tank, looking over the tank, tank hood, and just trying to get an idea of where everybody's at.
James downs Mono, and Noto gets shot.
Sorry,
He
Mono,
wasn't looking the right way there.
Sorry, Mono.
Yeah,
I thought you'd been killed.
Kill him, Mono, kill him. TK.
Yeah, show you.
And it's just Mono, who cares?
-1 northeast corner.
Oh, Cash might be dangerous for Deflate here. Cash just moving around and missing everybody today. The law of onward, as soon as you peek away, somebody's looking at your angle. Somebody's crossing your angle.
Yep, onward timing, for sure.
Really like where Hondo is at the hole in the wall. Might give him a little bit of...
Deflate does find Cash Crazy there.
Limit 3.
Rotating around. Like I said, Deflate's just been an intel guy. He hasn't really pushed. He hasn't really taken a lot of shots. He's just sitting here on the split street and looking.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for him if he gets kills or not. The rest of the team will do that for him. That's why Mayhem is so good. They have such good communication there, and they're really good at, you know, playing around and making their... letting the rest of the team make the plays for him. And a lot of action happening. Boke went down, Wookie went down, and Mono's right beside the objective now. Well, right beside, that's relative.
Nice job by Nomad there, getting that guy in the north side. Nomad is staying right on OBJ, a little bit exposed, still having 3 men up. You don't want to sit way out in the open, but definitely does find him in the 2-story. Hondo is going to try to clear that smoke, I believe. Or he was going through the smoke with a knife, it may have been. Which is a good strat.
Is possible.
Instead of just pre-fire and smoke, just run through with the knife open.
Oh, this is bad. Blackwatch is feeding in here, panicking and not thinking to protect themselves. And 4-1 lead for Mayhem comes out of that. It was a 3v2, and 3 players just fed into Mayhem that were just waiting for him.
Yep.
At this point, Mayhem, I don't know. They must have been nice for him. They were just waiting there, and Blackwatch was feeding in. They were worried about OBJ, and understandably, they could not afford to get capped on there. So I don't know how to feel about this. Because if Blackwatch did get capped on, that was the end of the match right there.
Yeah, you know, all the smokes that Mayhem was throwing out, you get them quick picks, and you reduce the number of defensive, you know, players that you have. Blackwatch was seeing, you know, if they're tablet aware, they're seeing their guys drop, right? So, you know, in our game sense on my team, and our team, I should say on Tempo, you know, when we see dots drop off the map, we rotate in, right? So, and I think that's what Mayhem was planning on. If they take out 1 or 2 Blackwatch, the rest of the defense is going to have to come out of their little hidey holes, and they're going to have to expose themselves. And you just start picking them apart after that, especially on a objective like Kiat, right?
Yeah,
because there's no
definitely.
great place to sit. you know somebody's going to have to come out of somewhere and get exposed. So, you know, here we are, map 2, IVRL season 1. Week 2, Mayhem versus Blackwatch. We are on Bazaar, map 2. Mayhem has a lead 4-1, and first map was Downfall. Blackwatch took that 6-2 with 2 caps. It was an amazing map. If you're just joining us or just checking in, after this is over, please go back and watch the you know, this exact video, VOD, and watch that first round. It was impressive on the Blackwatch side.
So right now, Blackwatch, in terms of point, they have 4-point lead. So if Mayhem win right here, they'll tie it up. If Blackwatch gets another point, Blackwatch will take the point advantage and therefore the win. So Mayhem really can't afford to lose any rounds at this point. They need to win this one, and they can lose now and cap next round, but
yeah,
it's never a good idea to rely on a cap for the win.
Yeah, total points does come into play, even though it's 2 maps here in the IVRL. 2 maps, best of 9, first to 5.
Going south. I'm gonna hit south.
First map did go to 6 because they did cap. They did get the objective, which brought them from 4 points to 6 points. So our total points right now is 7-6. Like Kraft was saying, if Mayhem does get 1 point, they end up tying. So they really need 2 points, which they won't be able to do, you know, being on defense. So right now they're going for that tie.
No, they get 1 point. They get 1 point. They end up losing.
Might have got blooming down.
I think they need. Yeah, I think they have to tie at this point.
Oh.
I could be wrong on my math though. Don't quote me on that. But I'm fairly certain. Cash and Def trading fire here. Over on 2.
Guys, I'm pinned down in the south.
And they have him properly identified. Nomad and Cash both firing down on him, but that is a tough spot to get. There's so many little intricate patterns you can work around here.
Nice shot by
And down
Deflate.
goes Nomad.
Deflate taking those little broken walls, finding Nomad. Excellent shot.
Oh, Deflate moving now. Oh, this is dangerous. Cash won't expect the movement, I think. This could be troublesome for Cash. I think Welch might know where Sky Joker is. He's looking right behind Sky Joker. Joker peeks out here. Welch might have a line.
So going over the scores, map 1 was 6-2, Blackwatch. So that currently brings us 7-6 with the live scores. So if Mayhem
Hondo and Wookie trading fire.
If Mayhem does get this point, I believe it's going to be a tie.
Yeah.
Oh, Wookie does peek and Hondo does find him.
Got one for sure over here.
Yeah, they have either win this round to tie, or lose this round, win the next one with a cap to tie. Those are their 2 options, Mayhem, right now. But still, it wouldn't be a complete loss, though. The fact that they win a map, if they do, is taken into account. Let's see, 4v3 right now, Blackwatch's favor, with 2 minutes 59 to go. Deflate and James Boak stacked on top of each other. Well, never mind. Deflate's alone here.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Dang, James had a nade primed and ready to go. Blackwatch does take... Oh, my goodness. Poor Deflate. James had a nade primed and ready to throw, and as he got killed, it took out Defilade. That is some bad luck right there.
It happens, unfortunately. That's one of the risks of throwing nades near your teammates. Sometimes you just get killed while you're throwing them.
I don't think he ever got a chance to throw it. I think he died and it dropped.
Yeah, he was still cooking it.
Yeah. So as we can tell, total score here so far, Blackwatch 8, Mayhem 6.
Yeah, the cap will tie it up, but nothing else will do.
Tie it. Yep, it's cap or nothing right here right now for Mayhem.
Yeah. Blackwatch not out of the series, not out of the game yet either. They could very well come back and win this map entirely.
Oh man, it's been one heck of a matchup, that's for sure.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Drink to that, Lambowski.
Oh no, we do not. I don't think any of you would survive that.
Oh man. All right, checking in on Blackwatch here.
Boys,
Super excited.
Don't shoot your TV, bro.
Don't shoot your teammates. That's a good. That's a good strategy. Don't punch a fish tank. It's also a good strategy. Checking in on the Mayhem side, knowing that I would imagine James would know that they have to cap to win.
Yeah, it's something that somebody like James is certain to have calculated and know right now.
They're gonna have to smoke this cross. Let's see.
Alright.
Just offset yourself back from that corner, so you got angle advantage. Oh.
They decide not to quite cross yet. They're gonna hold these angles and see if anybody does push them on that side. But Hondo taking shots down Broadway.
One coyote spawn, one just crossed to the southwest, sorry.
I mean, for those that are new and just joining us possibly or watching us for one of the first times, not have played this game, you know, this is one of the most immersive, realistic milsim games that you could
One by
get.
Noto spot in the north.
We have the eyes in the sky. This is what the players are seeing. You know, they see nothing. It's all about audio, and it's all about map knowledge and just experience. So
Ash taking out Wookie, and they know where Boke is right now.
The shanties.
It's just you and me.
Boke pushing around, Cash is waiting for him, and they run into each other. Double trade. James will probably not be revived,
You say northeast
except if
corner?
Sky Joker gets there, but Hondo will get there first.
Pink 2, northeast corner, pink 2.
Damn it, James, shut up.
Oh, we might have a little bit of a mess up north
I shot that
here.
window so fucking.
oh,
There you go.
Hondo does take
James
down.
is confirmed.
I was waiting for the
Oh,
bad
so good.
shot, getting cash.
Yeah, I
He got
think
him.
Joker might be looking for it right now.
I took down one also.
Hondo, our Joker is watching that to see if anybody comes and gets his buddy. I think he might find Hondo here.
Oh, misses the shots.
One's still there, one's still there.
Nice,
Oh,
Joker.
It doesn't really matter. He got cash. Used him as bait, I guess.
Trying to. The Joker does know Hondo's still there. Heard the shots come out. It is a 4v3. Jay Welch
4v3.
on OBJ. Sky Joker and Hondo do trade there in the northeast.
Joker only down. Defilade will be able to get that revive uncontested this time. So at least he'll be
Yeah.
up for real. It'll be a 3v3 whenever he gets back.
Noto is guarding that west side here. Or I'm sorry, the south side here. Definitely does get that revive, bringing Joker back up.
Mono calls out Nomad here. Heard him give a call out. Takes out Jay Welch.
Shot.
Nomad peeking out for Mono. Gets
Nice
punished
job, Mono. Nice shot by Mono there, getting that guy.
for it. Noto
All down
last
to
on
Noto.
OBJ.
They need to keep this guy alive. They need to they take him
and
out.
Sky Joker gets him.
Going down.
Blackwatch
5-2.
5-2. And let's do the math real quick. I think, yeah, no, Blackwatch won at 6-2. So almost a complete reversal of the situation, but just enough for Blackwatch to net a gain here of 1 point.
Let's update the scores
match
for you.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yes, it was. So we have let's total scores here in the IVRL do count, even though it's 2 maps. They both won a map, but total scores do come into play. Blackwatch coming out on top 8-7 over Mayhem here, IVRL Season 1, Week 2. We appreciate y'all being here. And, I mean, what a spicy matchup that was. I mean, Downfall was just so heavily focused on Blackwatch and their 2 caps. And then Mayhem just brought it together with their communication and their surroundings of OBJs. I mean, just totally surrounding and pinching in and coming victorious here on Bazaar. 5-2, almost complete opposite of the first map. But falling a bit short, coming 1 point down. Blackwatch still ahead, taking the entire match 8-7.
Yeah, really close game, and hopefully we can catch more of these. We've been lucky to have a lot of caster availability, getting a lot of casts in the recent days, and hopefully that continues so we can keep you all entertained and give you something to do, because there's not much better to do than watch Onward, especially on the Thursday night.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we want to thank you, Craftomic, for coming in here and co-casting with me tonight. Again, sorry for the little bit of technical difficulty in the beginning. We got it all straightened out very quickly, got Craft in here, and thankfully we did bring in an extra special, little something in here to the cast tonight. Craftomic with Resin Mafia, appreciate you being here this evening. I am Lampy28, and we hope you all have a good night, and God bless y'all. Any last words, Craft?
Not much. I think you've got it all covered, man.
All right, everybody.
I'll see y'all hopefully soon.
We'll see you next time. Have a good night, all.